Yes,
morning,
hello?
Claire. Welcome to the late lunch hangout for right now.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello, thank you.
Wait, am I in the right chat room?
Yeah,
'Cause
you're in the right place to work out with us today.
okay then.
Don't forget, if you want to check out the script, it is in the weekly script channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's the newest one upvoted.
Oh, you mean, yeah, let me check that out real quick. Yeah. It's the GBCC open house one?
That's the one.
Yes.
Hold on real quick. Can I come back off, and come back on real quick? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
totally
absolutely.
fine.
Yeah, I had something going on. That's all. I
Yeah,
was doing
yeah,
something. That's all.
no
I'll
big
be
deal.
right back. Sorry about that.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hello?
Your gain is down very, very low, Longle.
Mine? How's this? Is this better?
Uh, not really. Am I the only one hearing that? Like,
I just got.
No, it's pretty quiet. Yeah.
Ha. Oh, one moment.
no problem. So, Claire, you've joined us for a couple of times now. Where did you find us?
Oh man, I honestly don't remember at this moment.
Now that I'm putting you on the spot, Claire, talk about yourself. Tell us everything.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to think about that because I really don't remember because I've been on the thing for like 2 months now,
hmm
maybe, and short-term memory loss, I guess.
Ah, lovely.
But
That's just awesome.
yeah. Do you ever post stuff on Reddit or
Nope.
no? Okay.
Nope, we haven't posted anything on Reddit. Basically, the entirety of our presence, up until I want to say maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, was almost exclusively on Facebook. And then we transitioned over to here on Discord. And it's only been
Nice.
within the past couple weeks that we've actually been exclusively meeting here on Discord.
Okay. Yeah, because this was the first like VO group. I mean, I was on the casting call club one. Um,
Oh, I'm sure that was
mm,
valuable.
no. um, yeah, it thankfully didn't pay for anything. But I'm I want to say maybe I just found your website trying to find workout groups or yeah.
Well, either way, whatever the case may be, welcome.
Thank you. I am so glad to be here. I'm really appreciate you doing this and the awesome group of people. So,
well, we as you've seen because you've been here for a little while, we like to foster an atmosphere of open honesty. So when things are not good,
mhm.
it needs to be pointed out that they're not good. But when things are good, they can be pointed out when they're good. And I think that's really different from a lot of places that you'll go to because some places, one place in particular, is what I would describe as toxically positive. Like, you don't want
Yes.
to go to a place where everybody's just patting you on the head all the time. but you also don't want to go to a place where you're constantly being berated and belittled all the time. So I think we've struck a nice balance between the two.
Oh, totally. I mean, that's something you come across in not just VO, but life, and like the
Right.
honesty is refreshing.
Well, the thing is like, so the whole idea behind that here for the workouts is that when you are working in the booth, when you are actually being an actor working on a project, you, I mean, you're going to be told that what you do doesn't work. Like a
Mhm.
client is directly going to tell you, nah, I really didn't like that take. Can you do something different with it? And if you go to a place where you're just being, patted on the head and coddled all the time, then what do you get? Well, you get a bunch of people who start trying to explain back what it is their thought process was. And I can't tell you how unprofessional that looks if you're actually like in the booth with a client and you give them a read and they're like, actually, can you try something different? They're like, well, here's what I was thinking. I mean,
Right? That's it's not gonna go over so well. You just
it's
have
just
to
like,
make the change.
hey, babe, we were talking. Oh, you can't hear us? You can't hear Mark.
Huh?
He's talking right now, and he's
Yeah,
not
yeah, that
and
was
he's not
yeah.
muted.
Yeah, we can hear him clear on here. Uh, no.
Did you mute him? Can you right click? See, for me, user volume is right where it needs to be.
You're
Yeah.
coming in. May I ask?
Okay, okay, give me, hang on,
All right. Is my mic working now? I hope I'm coming in.
Yes, we can now
Okay.
hear you.
Those goddamn windows. That's they always hurt me. You can't get a word in, eh? Yeah, probably important for voice only thing. Yeah.
Oh, Mark.
Hello.
This is my first time joining this.
Discord tried to save you from my dangerous opinions. Yeah, very. Yeah, I
Well,
might be my
mystery
disgusting
solved.
European opinion.
Mark, mystery solved. That's the reason why we couldn't hear you so for
I
so
figured it
much.
would have been something simple like that. So what I
Oh
was
my
saying was
gosh.
if you're under the impression that you need to do it perfect first time, your first take is done, and that
Floor is
is
yours,
there and
Mark.
done. Hmm? The floor is mine. Okay,
Uh-oh.
good.
Oh,
Is Claire
In
not
a
hearing him now?
I don't know.
I'm
Claire,
not
can you hear
hearing
me?
him now.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Great.
Oh.
Wonderful.
hold on
Come
a second.
on, load my camera. There we go. All right, time to test again. Mark,
I'm just
Yes.
checking which audio device is.
I'd
I don't
be
know what the
perfectly
issue.
fine.
I don't know what the issue might be. But hold on, I'll switch mic. Maybe I'm not going to explain what the issue is, but I
you're
think I
gonna
might know
swap
what
me
it
out
might
for
be.
somebody else?
I think
Uh,
you're good now, but
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Okay. Well, we solved
Wait,
the
wait.
mystery of the muted mark.
Is it better now? Can you all hear me clearly?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a channel issue thing because I have one mic on the second channel, another mic on the first channel. So what I
Fun.
was saying was in a directed if you get invited into a call, which you will be if you certainly try to pursue it as a career, you will have to perform in front of the client. Client will listen to you, and it's not going to be first take done and there it's done. It's going to require some iteration, and you need to be able to handle the fact that your first take is probably not going to be the take that they like,
Mhm.
because they're always going to have their ideas as to what it sounds like. So it's important. I mean, uh, it's important to be flexible and to be able to take directions, as opposed to just getting a very fixed idea as to what this sounds like and just reading it out and then that's done. Um, so being able to listen to those directions and actually take it, because sometimes I'll tell you what, some clients they don't know how to articulate what they want in the slightest, and you need to be able to handle that. I mean, it takes time. The first time is awkward. I remember the first directed session I did. I got it was so clear and perfectly delivered. I didn't make a single mistake because it was a very very fast read for like 2.5 minutes straight, like just enough time to breathe in between a few sentences. And it was in the time frame that they wanted because it was a corporate narration. And they go, okay, can we do another take a little bit like this? And I wasn't expecting that because I thought, okay, I just no mistakes. I did it all. It was fast. It was good. And then shattered expectations,
Mm.
Yep.
and I needed to be able to handle that.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're gonna take
Okay.
directions. And usually, I'll be honest, the feedback you get here, especially from Michael, Michael's a horrible person. I'm joking.
No, it's true.
He I was trying to I'm just being the minister of propaganda here. You're a wonderful person. When the feedback you get here can oftentimes be more, you're not always going to get that from some clients, because some clients that they'll be happy with the first thing you do. Sometimes that can be the case. So we'll truly try and make sure you nail that performance. The same thing goes for me. I have to try
It's
very
almost
hard.
been
Yeah.
Yes, that's almost been more frustrating when it's just like, "Oh, great, that was perfect. You don't have to
Yep.
send in another one." And I'm like, I don't know if I thought that. I'm glad you feel that way, but I would have liked a little more direction." But
Mhm.
I don't always know
So,
what to
Claire,
say.
I'm curious. What is your experience with voiceover? How much have you done so far? How long have you been trying it? Have you landed anything? What does your career look like right now?
I've been practicing for a little over 8 months. I really started in like January. Um and I got a few free things on Casting Call Club, like video games and children's books and stuff like that, um, just to try my hand at it. I haven't taken any classes or courses yet. That is on my list.
Okay.
Um, and I really want to do audiobook narration, so I'm
Oh.
applying
Mm.
for a mentorship program, and seeing that those are my next steps anyway. So I haven't gotten anything paid at this point. I've really focused on learning and the technology and just practicing acting and
Okay. Okay.
uh,
Have you determined for yourself if this is going to be a career path, or if this is going to be a hobby, something you do on the side, more for yourself or for the performance and the love of it?
I want it to be a career path, and so
Okay.
I'm dedicating a lot of extra time I have right now. So it's definitely more in the hobby stage at this point.
Okay.
Um, and then yeah.
All right. So if you want this to be a career path, then um, practices are nice and they're good, and I'm going to encourage you to go to them wherever possible, but they should be secondary to making connections. And
Hmm.
the easiest way to really begin making those solid connections is to get a one-on-one coach.
Yes.
Um, I can't tell you the kinds of value that you get out of being able to form a connection with a coach and what that can ultimately mean for your career. I when I was still in Los Angeles and or the Los Angeles area, and I finished up my training with Nancy Wolfson. She's really well connected with a lot of agencies out there, and just being able to throw her name around, the fact that I am her name around, the fact that I am one of her students, that I graduated, that I went through her entire coursework, was a massive feather in the cap for me. It opened up some doors that weren't available there beforehand. Um, so trying to find those connections is going to be your the most important thing that you can really do is connecting with a one-on-one coach. First off, um, one-on-one coaching is entirely unbeatable when it comes to
Mhm.
value per dollar. I know I've broken this down before. I don't know if you were there when you've heard it when I've mentioned it, but um, long story short, as to not just chat your ear off this whole time, because I think we're making the point. Um, don't worry about the prices. Don't worry so much about the prices that you're going to pay. Of course, make sure that it is within your capability to pay them. Obviously, I'm not saying it that way, but what I mean is, um, the value per dollar is so much greater than in group classes. Group classes
Mhm.
are good for people who are maybe within the first 6 months of their VO journey, and they're just trying to figure out what it is that they're doing, and they just need to dip their toe in the water and just see what being behind the microphone with people listening to you and whatnot is like. That's what a group course really will help with. But if you're serious about, like, I need to work on my skill, I need to make this good, I need to start making connections, one-on-one coaching, 100%.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um,
I wanted to note one thing. It's not with coaching. It's not just one session every 3 months
Right.
or 6 months. As far as a financial commitment is concerned, you want to make sure it's something you can do around once a month at the very least. But
Mhm.
arguably, if you can do more, then it will, of course, accelerate your progress because you'll be developing good habits with that coach. The more time you spend, I had my summer, I think I went about a month and a half, or nearly 2 months without a coaching session. I had one just a few days ago. Um, I don't, I'm not going to say that I found that I'd unlearned some good habits, but it is a risk. It is a risk that that some of the good habits that you might develop, you might do really well in the coaching session, but implementing what you've learned of the coach because you don't have that experience to tell you this is good, this is not good. You want to make sure that you can do that consistently. So as far as financial commitment is concerned, you don't want to make sure that you can just afford one session. You want to make sure that you can consistently do, I'll say 4 to 6, once every 4 to 6 weeks, ideally at least once a month, and even more ideally twice a month if you can. But I mean, I do
Mhm.
roughly once a month because
I
that's
have
what I
a
can comfortably afford.
I have a quick question
Yeah.
about that because
yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to get to that stage of pursuing one-on-one coaching, and I'm just curious what the best or most effective way to find a coach that works for you is.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay.
You too. Like
Interviews,
watching.
interviews.
Okay.
Yeah, watching interviews, watching how they work with people. Here's the thing. Uh, m- my suggested criteria to people when they're looking for coaches is, so you want, obviously, as hopefully as a goal, you want to prepare yourself as much as possible for the real thing, so that when you are in the booth and you have people listening to you and you're working with a client and you're working with the audio engineer, that you feel comfortable in that situation enough to be able to do your job as a performer.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So, best for that, what you're going to want is a coach that has production side experience predominantly. Reason being, an actor can teach you what has worked for them. Problem, you're not them.
Hmm.
So they can teach you good concepts. I'm not saying that you're not going to get anything from an actor as a coach, but it's less likely that you're going to feel really prepared to be in the booth with a client if you've worked with another actor as your coach, because they see things from a particular point of view. Now, if they were an actor at one point, but they have lots and lots of production side experience, such as casting, directing, all that good stuff, editing, anything like that, then their input is going to be that much more valuable because they've seen it from both sides.
Mhm.
But you want to prioritize somebody who's on production side. That's one of the reasons why I went with Nancy Wolfson. She's basically done everything in voiceover except being an actor.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the number one way to really vet out a good coach is, first off, if you if if they have a free introductory course, that's kind of a little bit of a red flag. That should make you a little bit leery, because honestly, those are just sales pitches.
Mm-hmm.
You go in
Okay.
for the free course and they don't give you any information. They don't give you a real good look at how it is they work with you. They tell you, this is what we're going to prepare you to do. This is what we have. You're going to go through a course for like 6 weeks, and then we're going to sign you up for a demo. You know,
Yeah.
99% of the time, that's what a free meeting is going to be. It's just going to be,
Mhm.
hey, come on and listen to my sales pitch, and you can say you took a free course with me, right? Like,
Yeah. Your
um,
free 15-minute consultation
right,
where we
right.
sell
Oh,
you on everything.
a free
Yeah.
15-minute consultation, maybe that's not as bad because,
Yeah.
you know, either they're going to be hard sales about it or they're actually going to be honest. Like, there's no
Mm-hmm.
in
Mhm.
between there.
Test it
So,
out.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Not saying that you should avoid them, but just be cautious of those. But yeah, YouTube is generally a really good place to go. If you come across a coach's name and you type them up onto YouTube and they don't have any kind of example of even just how they interact with their students, that's something to be leery of. Um, you want somebody who's going to be like upfront and honest, especially on YouTube, who shows what they do, who shows the improvement in their students, and who doesn't just try to sell you constantly on their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I've heard that's a big red
Hmm.
flag of being sold the demo. Like, all right, we're gonna do it, and
Yes.
we're gonna get your demo, and
Yeah.
it's like, whoa, hold on, you might not be ready for that demo yet. We got to
You're
make
right.
sure you're prepared for it. We're gonna work towards it, kind of thing.
Yes.
That's I
Yes.
never even thought about that resource, so thank you. That's really good.
Yeah, I mean it's a good one. Also, just asking around. Hey, are
Yeah,
you part of like Casting Call Club or like the VAC or other places like that
yeah,
where
oh
you're
yeah, I'm in all the discords.
cool?
CC, VPG, this one,
Okay. Oh,
TCG.
you're in the VPG. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. I kind of overheard some of the. I had a feeling that was the one you're referencing. I've listened in a few times, and I agree.
So you know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
know,
about.
I know.
Oh, bless your little soul. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Yep.
mean, just to be completely fair, I rage quit the VPG.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of a practice. I was trying to give some feedback, and because the person who was receiving the feedback started sounding confused, they just tried to shut me up the whole time. And I'm just
Oh
like,
no.
I'm not dealing with that.
You're,
Like, if
yeah,
you can't challenge your people to think, you're not helping them.
yeah, yeah.
You're not helping them.
100%.
But anyway, we're not here to bash the VPG, regardless of how much I love doing that.
No?
We're
I
I'm
thought
out
this
of
was
here.
what we were doing. Yeah.
yeah, most of it. You want to hang out afterwards? I'll give you every single dirty little detail I got on it. I'm just kidding. Um, no, to those of you who might be listening to this afterwards, or whatever the case may be, I don't know. Go and check them out for yourself. Form your own opinions. I'm just very opinionated on them myself. Anyway, now that I've got that out of the way, um, yeah. Another thing is how do they respond to you when you email them? If you reach out
Mm.
for information, if you just like, hey, what do you teach? How do you go over it? Do you have any video? Like, where can I find videos of you interacting with students? Um, if you've got people who just, mm, I'm not so sure. I don't know. I mean, I haven't tried that myself, so this is just speculative. Students, just some brief snippets of it, and you can go check that out. So, yeah. YouTube is a fantastic resource. LinkedIn is a pretty good resource too, just in general.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
it's not free of the kind of um, annoying fakeness you'll come across in a lot of social media,
You mean
unfortunately.
NPCs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dealing with those kind of people, they're all over the place. But it is,
Scammers too.
yeah, it is a decent place to go ahead and get to know some people and what they post. So, um, for those of you who are new, let me give you a brief little rundown, even though I really should have this recorded. I
No.
don't.
Hey, Mike. Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
welcome. Welcome back.
Yeah. Everybody. well, I can just go by R or
Okay.
Russell. But yeah.
Well,
So
since your
I'm
name
pretty
says
new
they
here.
call me
Yeah.
R, I'll
Yeah,
just
I
call
know.
you R.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's go with that.
All right, cool, cool. So, a brief introduction if you haven't seen how we do the workouts here before. We're going to start with cold reads, which is going to establish a reading order.
Hmm.
Then we are going to do a script breakdown. We're going to talk about it from top to bottom, how it's going to be used, technique, everything like that. And like I said in my post earlier, I am here to continue my crusade to teach all of you that there is no such thing as a non character read.
Nice.
So we're going to make that happen here. And then afterwards, we're going to go back through the same reading order that we established with the cold reads, except everybody else is going to be the director. So during the discussion portion, what is that sound? Sorry,
Yeah,
I
I'm
just,
hearing something.
yeah, I don't know what that
Oh,
is.
that was probably just me muting me myself. I was muting myself for a minute. I do
Oh,
have stuff in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a generator in the background.
oh,
I'm
okay.
by a
All right.
window, so yeah, that's what
All
that
right.
is. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
in an apartment, so yeah.
All right, cool.
Sorry
So
about
then,
that.
it's cool. It's cool. We're gonna go back through the same reading order during the directed reads, and everybody else in the workout is going to be your director. So hopefully, it'll point you in the direction that you need to go in. And since we don't have a whole lot of people here, it looks like we can go ahead and take our time with some of you. Um, so here's how the cold reads are gonna work. I'm gonna ask for one volunteer. They're gonna get the start, and then whoever reads chooses who goes after them. So, who would like to volunteer to go first?
I need to cook in 25 minutes.
Of course you do. You always have to leave early, don't you, Mark?
Yeah,
You always do. Okay. So one
it's true.
will be
But it's
Mark,
like right at dinner time.
and then we shall. Okay. So what? Do I need to adjust the time here?
Well, for me, I mean, not for me.
Well, I mean, you know the discussions that we've had a little bit before about the Saturday
Well,
workouts. Do we need to adjust the time for you?
for me, wouldn't ask you to do anything like that for me. It just depends on what other people want.
We'll chat. We'll chat. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get the stream on Twitch started. We've got a whole 2 people viewing us. Hello over there. And I'll do a brief little intro and we'll get this going.
Okay, I think the generator's off, so you don't hear that weird noise, right?
I think we're all right. Hey, welcome everybody to this week's workout. Oh, wow, we started a lot sooner. I got really, really delayed. So there's going to be a little bit of time where I'm just staring at the camera here. Um, no, we don't hear any background from you, R. We're all good. Let's just get into this. Again, we're continuing our theme of there is no such thing as a non character read. So, Mark, whenever you're ready, go ahead and get us started.
At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today. Claire.
Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today. Russ.
All right. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're just doing that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet facility and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for an exciting career in economically relevant industries. Register now at greenbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today. Anyone else?
Yeah,
Mongo?
it's either myself or Longle. You get to
I'll
choose. Okay, Longle, go for it.
I'll take it. Sorry, thanks. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid and info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today. And I'll throw it to you.
All right. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet facility and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today. Okay, there's our reading order. Total of 5 of us. And now that we got through that real fast, let's go ahead and get through the discussion portion. Let's talk about this. So, based on what we can tell here, what kind of microphone technique should we be using? Voiceover or voice under? As a refresher or as a lesson to people who haven't been with us before, voiceover technique is when you're more upfront and at full volume on the microphone. This is for when your voice or who you speaking is a central figure and point of the media being produced. So that would be something akin to like audiobook, animation, video game work, anytime you are a character in the scene or you are the main prominent point of the scene. Voice under is when you are working in tandem with images on screen. So that would be things like documentary work and so car commercials, those kinds of things. So based on what we can tell here, what do you think microphone technique we should be using? What kind of microphone technique do you think we should be using? I can English, I swear.
I feel like this is, well, based off your description, more of a voice under approach.
Okay.
As this, I imagine, this is used in tandems with showing the faculty at Green Bay Community College, showing the types of people you'd be working with. So you're in the background just kind of helping, work with that process.
Okay.
Had mixed feelings because I saw that as well with all the visuals, but then I also heard it as a radio commercial. I feel like
Oh,
that would be
okay.
voiceover.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say voiceover too.
I'd go
Mark, any thoughts?
with voice under.
Voice under.
I mainly because of the way I visualize it. I visualize this as being somewhat of a presentation aided with video. I can just see the transitions between different parts of this university, or sorry, college campus, and being somewhat of a somebody pitching the idea to potential people who want to attend the community college. So there's a visual element, and I would say voice under because it aids that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does say, just at the top of the script, speaker, somebody who has experience understanding. So what you said about them being like at the faculty itself, you're more of a person rather than an announcer.
Yeah.
Well, we were going to get to that, absolutely. But
Oh,
yes.
okay. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun. My bad.
You're skipping ahead there, man. But that's
I'll
okay.
slow
No,
down.
no, that's absolutely correct. So here's the thing. It is very, very unclear as to specifically how this is being used because it could be either one. And this is the only time where I would say Matteo would be justified in saying both, but he's not because it's clearly one or the other. Um, I agree that there is a lot of visual components to this based on how it's being presented, and I think we could safely go for voice undertakes on this one. But again, I'm not going to be super strict about that right here, right now, because That's going to be something more for you to determine in your own auditions and with each individual project specifically. So let's treat this one as a voice under. So, what kind of technique do you have to do with that? Well, you're going to be a little bit closer to your microphone. You're going to be a little bit quieter, maybe around 60 to 70% of your total volume. And you're still going to be as emotive and expressive as you normally would be, but you're not trying to overtake what's being seen on screen. You are let me see if I can do this properly. You're the voice over the shoulder, like you're this little guy over here, and you're just talking into the listener's ear and be like, hey, check this out. This is going to be really, really cool. So, let's go ahead now and talk about the actual real important thing. Who are you in this script? Who is speaking?
I'm the admissions officer talking to parents.
Okay. So you work for the school. Cool.
Yes.
Any other
Somebody in admissions that went to the school that is passionate about it and then decided to work there and wants to share that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
You did point out a really important character trait there, which is passion.
Or someone who probably like graduates from there and they're just giving their experience of, hey, we're having this open house. You should come, because this is a
Yeah, so
very
you
good
have personal
school.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
Michael, as somebody who worked in education, I can tell you the passion doesn't exist.
Well, this is why we are voice actors.
Yeah. Good point.
All right.
Yeah.
From Twitch, we've got student teacher. Okay. Anything else? Any other thoughts about who this person is? Because this is the reason. This is why it's super important to do this, and this is why I'm doing my whole little crusade thing. Because first off, I hate the fact that people want to distinguish between voice acting and voice over. There's no distinction. Everything is character work. And secondly, um, commercial work is is character work of the mundane. And what I mean by that is you're not creating some extravagant, crazy character who has, godlike powers or is stuck in a really weird stuck in like a really weird world, unless it's specifically asking you for that. Um, what you're doing is you're constructing a real person. You're constructing a human being with their own point of view, with their own drives and desires. And it's funny. I was working one on one with somebody earlier. This was like their first time really working on commercial work, and they have a degree in psychology. And what they mentioned was that if you dig deep enough into somebody's life, the decisions and choices and reactions that they have make sense. So that's what we're doing. Who is this human being? What is their point of view? And how does it make sense? So some common themes that I got from you guys, and yes, I know it's also in the speaker notes there too, but whatever. Is this is somebody who has personal experience with Great Bay Community College, right? So this is close to their heart. Maybe they themselves had a really really good time there, or they're all jazzed up about the experience that they had because it led them into a lucrative career in what they studied. So, this is somebody who really had a very positive experience from that. Yes, it could be a student teacher. It could be somebody who graduated from there, got work, and just wanted to give back. So they after they had a decent career, they came back and are really excited to open the doors up to other people. Um, you're essentially acting like the super excited, or not, well, maybe not super excited, but very enthusiastic toddler with the new toy that they just have to show you. I don't know if you've ever interacted with somebody like that, but this is essentially the kind of approach you want to have. Yeah,
I've
banana
got another point of
fat.
view. I've got another point of view. There are
Mhm.
some things that I've noticed here. Financial aid info. And if
Mhm.
I'm not mistaken, you need to correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't community college free? Or is it very low cost?
No, it's just low cost.
Low
Very low
cost.
cost.
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
um, I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into the financial aid info, but I'm wondering if that in my head, I think there's perhaps an opportunity to be someone who I like. For me, I'm quite keen on holding on to the admissions officer but it's an
Okay.
admissions officer who's seen a lot of disenfranchised people find something to be excited about and actually find their way through here.
That is a really, really good character. That's a really good approach.
Because very personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, the more you can personalize it, the less this becomes a sales script and the more it becomes a passionate admission that you can really get something amazing from it.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's a really, really good point, and that's a fantastic one. If any of you guys want to use that, like, go for it. Again, this is just we're brainstorming ideas as to who you are and what you feel
Yeah,
most jazzed about.
I didn't patent the idea, unfortunately.
Thank goodness. Um, any other thoughts? Any other feelings?
I have one, but it's a bit out of pocket.
Go
Or
for
it's
it.
a
Let's
bit
hear
left field. Because I just came from an
Do it.
authentic VO class with Dave Bison. Bison?
Mhm.
Sorry, can't remember how to pronounce. And one of the key aspects to it was just imprinting your own feelings onto it rather than like relating to the script by yourself.
it. Hmm.
So again, a bit of left field. Let me know if this is not really what we're going for, but kind of looking at this script sort of like for say as a proxy to inviting somebody to this VPG class, right? Hey, come and check out our workout sessions. We're really passionate here. Something that I can connect on with personally, and we're right here. Sort of that sort of
So
thought.
you mean creating a sort of analog, like an analogy?
Basically, yeah,
Yeah.
like the words we're
Okay.
using are just filler for what I'm actually feeling and
Okay.
what I'm
Yeah.
actually um, passionate about, and by that passion's still there, right?
Right. Right. And that's perfectly fine. Again, the goal ultimately is to feel authentically passionate within the situation. That is ultimately the main goal. And what we're talking about are ways to approach that. If that's going to work for you, perfect. That's 100% the way you should take it.
Hmm.
For
Yeah,
me,
sounds like a completely legitimate technique.
yeah, absolutely. For me, as you can see, I've got a little bit of a passion that
Hmm.
I've spent way too much money on. But that aside, I love teaching people board games. I love inviting people to play them because it's always a surprise, and they're always so delighted by so much of what they play here. And that's going to be what I draw from. I'm going to be trying to feel enthusiastic about inviting somebody to something that feels really fun, engaging, and useful. And I think that board games are a great way to do that with people. So I'm going to be drawing on that passion for this one, for me at least.
Hmm.
But yes, that's another technique is actually figure out something that you yourself are like super excited to talk about. Maybe it is voiceover. Maybe it's I don't know. Uh, Computer tech was something that somebody talked about. Another one, we had to go deep into Dungeons and Dragons. Like they loved doing the DM role playing. There's all kinds of stuff that you can be like super passionate about. Think about that. Think about what makes you so excited to bring somebody into the world, and that should be the emotional state, the emotional force that you draw from for this particular read. Okay,
Right on.
let's see. Who are we talking to? Who's going to be the audience for this?
I'm going to say parents.
Okay.
Students is another option, I suppose. But I think one or the other is completely valid, though I suppose it will change it ever so slightly.
Now, again, this is just
Dude,
personal
Mm,
choice, and choosing a slightly different audience, but that would be, excuse me, that would be connected to this is going to be a great way to vary up your reads.
yeah, because I mean, if you take for example, I mean, I've looked, I'm reciting the financial aid bit again. I
Hmm.
think that's something that is relevant to parents more so. The child's not going to be thinking about that as much. Um, but if you're talking to a child, it could be the tour of the campus, which is more important, or maybe exploring transfer opportunities for the teacher. Sorry, for the parent, financial aid, meet faculty and stuff. I mean, obviously, every parent is different because a parent might be excited to see the campus, but clearly, if you're talking to the children, there's a different level of importance that you put in certain aspects of it because you want to emphasize different things to children as you would to parents. And so if you talk to the children and you talk to the parents, technically speaking, you're going to have two different reads.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, but how young are the children?
16. They're like
Okay.
they're thinking about college.
Okay. So you've got that in mind as your ultimate, or as a goal audience,
Well, I'll try.
right? Well, I'm just trying to clarify, right?
Well, I'll see what I'll see what I come up with between the two. But it could be it could even be both. But I think choosing either parents or children is going to be more focused.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah. We got a Twitch chat over here that talks about filling out your own college applications and looking at costs. I mean, that's a good audience to talk to as well. Somebody who's maybe a little bit older and considering, getting into it, but has to take on the burden for themselves. They want to know, they want to be reassured that they can find all the guidance and all of the info that they need to get into college
Yeah,
and to start their training. So that could
that's
be
great.
another audience that would be totally applicable to this script, but can radically transform your reads. Um,
Mhm.
this is a good technique that you can consider if you're allowed to give like two different takes. Think of two different audiences that you could speak to. Maybe one older, one younger, one in this part of their life versus one in that part of their life. People who are generally really happy and excited to listen to you, or people who are kind of skeptical of what you have to say. Giving yourself multiple audiences to speak to can give you really, really varied and interesting reads. So
Actually, the
that should
older
be something you
college
consider.
applicant is a really good idea. The
Mhm.
older college applicant can, yeah, that's really good. Because also, for example, careers in economically relevant industries, I'm thinking someone's going to be considering that because they want to, they want to level up themselves and get into get a good job.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a really good way of looking at it.
And the other
Thank
thing
you,
is, it
whoever you
fits a
are.
little bit more with the story.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what is the story of the script? If you were going to condense the script down into one sentence, including the name of the client, so Great Bay Community College, what would that sentence be? How would you focus your story?
We love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future.
We, remember, I said include the client.
We and you?
Great Bay Community College is excited about opening our
Oh,
doors to the future.
okay.
Mhm.
Reason being is you want to make sure that you pay attention to what is important to the client. So keep the client first and foremost in your mind. But again, try and come up with what you think incorporates the emotions that the listener should be feeling, as well as your general message in your one single blurb. So that should be the criteria. Includes the name of the client. So you always use the name of the client or product. Um, and make sure that it encompasses both the general point of the script as well as what emotions the listener should be feeling. So, for instance, my take on this would be Great Bay Community College is a place that'll set you up for the future, and we're opening our doors for you to come see that. That's my idea of how to incorporate the whole thing. I want there to be hopefulness. I want there to be a little bit of excitement. I want there to be some general openness and warmth, like it says, positive and inviting. But I want people to see that this is a great place for their future, for all kinds of opportunities. So the reason why you want to go through that exercise is because you need to have a goal that you're hitting, a specific point for your script. Every single script has a point. It has a purpose. There is a reason for it, and it is up to you to try to look at the context of the script, all of the words, all of everything there, to pull that out as much as possible. Because unfortunately, you're not always given that with commercial, but that's part of the fun of it. So, I know I rambled on a lot. Does anybody have any questions, comments, anything about the script before we get into the directed reads? Okay. I will take that silence as everybody knows exactly what it is that they're doing and nobody has any confusion whatsoever. Cool.
Totally.
Gonna keep everything in mind right now and just piling up, piling up.
Well, here's the thing. This is why. Oh, well. This is why I probably should have brought this up really early on too. This is why I always encourage people to take notes somewhere, to always have something on hand where they can,
Mm-hmm.
whatever impressions really stick out to them, put them down. Um, you can go through classes and whatnot about specifically how to mark up scripts and what you should and shouldn't do, and all of that is mostly prescriptive. There is no right or wrong way to do it. Well, there is a wrong way to do it, and that's to not do it. Um, at least have some notes,
Hello?
have some ideas of your general emotion of your audience, just what you have decided you want to try and go for.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Oh yeah, I probably because I turned down my audio interface, but I did like the script for the um Green Bay College Community College. Yeah, it was real good.
Great
I,
Bay.
yeah, Great Bay. Yeah,
Hmm.
and by any chance, since I'm getting ready to leave soon, do you know when the next workshop is gonna be available?
Normally it would be on Mondays, but this Monday is a U.S. holiday, so we're taking it off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be in about 2 weeks. When is that? So it's going to be in about 2 Mondays from now, which will be the 11th.
Okay, I'll write that down. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, is the 11th the time? I'll double check, but I think the 11th is going to be the next one. I'll make an announcement. If you're here, you'll
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
the
'Cause
11th. It's the 11th.
I
Okay.
ping everybody, and I'm probably really annoying about that, but oh well.
That's no issue for me. As long as I'm able to get back in the chat room with you guys.
All right, sounds good. Well, you
All
heading
right.
off?
Yeah. Heading off. Thank you.
Take it easy.
All right. You
Sure,
too.
yeah.
All right. See ya.
Okay. So, any questions about the script? Everybody feel ready to go?
Yeah,
All right,
I
I'll
think
hold
I'm
you to
ready.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Mark, let's hear it.
Listen, children. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. You can tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. So, what are you waiting for? Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today.
Okay, I'm going to open it up. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think Mark hit the goals?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I was racking up notes now. Now I'm letting them fall out. Yeah, it was warm. It was inviting. I think it was very soft. I felt, and I was, but I'm also, trying to critique everything. So it was very pleasant, I would say, uh, which I think you want for a place like this.
Hmm. Claire, did you have anything?
I was gonna say warm and inviting as well. That's where my head was. I also don't know. I kind of got the maybe not as passionate. Maybe you're trying to, but you're trying to sell me on it. I'm also wondering how that works with this script because in a way you are. You're trying to sell
Nope.
someone to come to
Nope.
this college.
You're not. That's
Oh,
not your goal.
okay. Okay.
You're see, if you're trying to sell somebody, then if you're trying to sell something, then get on the phone and start doing the sales and start working on a sales pitch.
Hmm.
Right? You're not
Sense.
selling people. Like that's not your job. Your job as a voice actor is to provide emotional engagement to a script. That's any script. So you need to know why you're saying what it is that you're saying.
Hmm.
You're not sitting
Yeah.
there being like, okay, I'll drop the price, $400 for you for every semester. Just, if you sign up now, we can lock that price in for you. What do you think?
And I'll get my commission.
Yeah, exactly. You're not sitting there doing the sale.
Yeah.
So I want you to I need you to dissociate a commercial script with sales, because that's not your
Mhm.
goal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is 100% not your goal. Your goal is to be the thing that an AI cannot, which is an emotionally engaged human being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to kind of pick up what Claire said. I would agree, though. The passion, I think, was a little bit missing. I didn't really feel like your involvement. I didn't really know where your involvement in Green Bay Community College was. I didn't quite feel that.
It's
Yeah,
it's a great Bay Community
Great Bay.
College.
Gee,
Great.
gee, dang. Am I thinking of community? Is that it? Is Green Bay? Is that
I heard Green Day
No,
before.
Green
Green
Day.
Day?
Great Bay Community College.
Great
Yeah,
Bay.
no. I am going to push a little further on that and say, Mark, it was very disconnected.
Hmm.
You again, you had this idea of the kind of passionate read that you wanted, but what you delivered was a bog standard announcer read. It was emotionally disconnected. It had some lead-ins, but the lead-ins didn't give you any of that emotional engagement.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that the audience you were going for with this particular read is the right one to emotionally engage you.
Okay.
I think your character's fine. Stick with your character, but choose a different audience for this next read. Choose an older audience, one that's doing this on their own and who wants to be reassured that this is going to be a place where they can genuinely turn their life around, just like what you did.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Headphones going off. Any extra comments? Okay. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. In there, you can tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. So, don't wait. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today.
I'm going to have you retake the very last line, start your success story today. Be encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you know that this can turn somebody's life around. Give
Mhm.
them that little push.
Come on. Do it. Start your success story today.
There we go.
Mm.
There we go.
I
That
heard it at
lift
the
on
end. Yep.
success. That lift on success. That was a good touch right there. All right, opening it up. What did you guys think of that read?
Ooh. Again, lots going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a great place for where you're coming at it. Um, I'm super bad at feedback, so I'm trying really hard to dig.
That's fine. It's got to start somewhere. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Just give what you can.
Yeah, it didn't. I didn't feel as like the patronizing so much from this one. So I think you did really well there on um, keeping the audience in mind as an equal. I think you still could have went further though. I felt like it was getting there, but wasn't fully realized. But definitely in the right pocket, I would say.
Getting where, though? I was hoping I
To
could get a clearer idea on that.
to being that like that warm and inviting person, that passionate person. Like what your
Okay.
start your success story today. That last one that Michael had you do was really good. I heard it in that one. I wish I
Mhm.
heard it more in the rest of the read too.
Okay, thank you.
Along those lines, just like thinking, why do you love this college, or why do you love what they do here, and why do you want to share that with people? Along the lines of more passion.
Noted, thank you.
So here's since I know your experience level, Mark. Here's what I want you to do when you approach the list in the middle section.
Hmm.
Tour our Portsmouth campus because there's something specific you want them to see. whatever it is, whether it's just the grounds being a place where they can go and relax because it's beautiful, or maybe they're really into, they really want to get into astrophysics. So your astrophysics lab that you have there is really, really awesome. You just spent like, $100,000 upgrading tons of equipment, and you guys are on like the cutting edge of research as well.
Hmm.
So have a specific goal with tour our Portsmouth campus because I want to show you this. Meet faculty staff because I really think you'll connect with this professor in what you want to get into. Get financial aid info because I know things are kind of tough for you right now. They're tough for everybody, but we can help you make it. And explore transfer opportunities because maybe financial aid won't work and maybe you're already going to college. We can get those credits over here and just accelerate you along the path, right? Have a goal for each step of the list. We don't want it to sound greedy, and it's getting to that
Hmm.
point.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Look, I'm really, really glad that you're here because at Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. There you can tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today.
Once again, can I get a retake on the very last line?
Start your success story today.
Emphasis on success story.
Okay. Start your success story today.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. All right. Thoughts?
It felt a little bit the same as the last one, but the middle part was definitely an improvement. I think the list started off shaky with to our Portsmouth campus. It felt more like a question. Um, but the get financial aid, explore transfer opportunities, I did hear more so what Michael had proposed there about thinking about why you're saying that. I still think it was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really believe that there are exciting career opportunities that you were excited about it.
Glad I was able to convey that.
Let's see. What can I give you that's really specific, Mark, before you have to go? So you have this understatement to your excitement. At Great Bay
Mhm.
Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. Right? You keep lower in your tone. You keep yourself pretty reserved, and I like that as a professional excitement, but I want you to move from excitement to encouragement. At Great Big Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? Do you see the difference there that I'm trying to go for? Like,
Yes,
I
yes,
want you
yes.
to
It's
I
more
want you to be
inviting.
yeah, I want you to be really encouraging. Like, this is a place where your life can change. So allow yourself to be a little bit more
Okay.
expressive higher up in your register, and let's see what that does.
So you're telling me be less British.
You know what? Yeah, this is definitely a performance more for the American market. I'm 100% sure this is more of a performance for the American market because I know that all of Europe does not call them colleges; they're universities.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that as well, and I don't ever want to criticize that. You're from a different part of the world, but like being from
That's
Canada,
okay.
I
I'm
feel it
inferior.
was different. Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. We're inferior. Don't worry about that.
No, hey, I'm from Canada,
America's
so
the only
we're
country in the world.
inferior.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I know. I know what it's like to be inferior. Just I did my blood test and they just said not
Can we
American.
stop that? Can we stop and just move on to the point, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think I really kind of lost what I was going for there, but yeah, I think you're very professional and very still that very inviting and warm pocket, and yeah, I was just piggybacking off
Mhm.
what Michael said to be more more American. Fuck yeah, let's go and encourage you to get. Sorry, I don't know if I should swear.
No, no, it's
Get
fine.
you here and kind of thing. That's it.
Fuck yeah
My
will
two
be my
cents.
lead in.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. From to it's America. But yeah, so
All right.
here's the thing. The reason I'm asking you to do that is because I think you've given us a really solid read for the European market.
Mm-hmm.
I think that last one that you gave us with the retake on the final line would be most likely, would sell pretty well in the European market. I would love to hear something that's a little bit more in the American market, just for fun, just to see what it does to your read. Whenever you're ready.
Well, it is a community college, so yeah. Okay, headphones going off. Kids, got a great opportunity. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. There you can tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the energy there.
You like the
Mm.
what?
I liked the energy there.
What do you mean
Energy.
specifically by energy?
It was getting more towards that encouragement place. I think you were pushing
Okay.
towards.
Okay, that's
for me.
what you mean. That's what you
I ate a spoonful of butter, that's why.
mean.
High energy density.
Well, now
Oh,
that
did
we're
I use a
here,
bad word? Oh, okay.
yes, you
I
did.
see.
Energy is a bad word. It's because it doesn't mean anything. Well, my goal here is that when feedback is given or received, it's as specific as you can be.
Mm,
So when you tell somebody, "I need more energy,"
mm-hmm.
okay,
It's a little bit.
how do you take
Yeah,
that? If I tell you, "I
I
need more
see.
energy out of you,"
Yeah, get
Like, do you
louder
go
and faster.
faster?
And
Do you go louder?
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
there we go. It's exactly the same thing that we
yeah,
just see.
you see, it's
yeah.
it's this vague word that doesn't help you narrow in on specifically what it is that you need to do. Now, unfortunately, you're gonna run into clients who are gonna tell you that, yeah, can I get more energy out of you?
Yep.
Here's what you do.
The
Yes,
fuck
and.
do you mean?
What did she say to me?
No, you use the yes and technique. Okay, absolutely. What specifically are you looking for? Do you need me to be faster? Do you need me to be more excited? Do you need me to be higher up in my
Mm,
register? What specifically are you asking for?
Yeah, that's a
gotcha, I
skill in
see.
itself, interpreting
Yeah.
clients.
Yeah, yes and is a great way to do it. Agree with them? Sure, yeah, 100%. Because you're the service provider, right? You're here to
Mm-hmm.
give that to them.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to know specifically what it is they're asking for.
Yeah.
So if they're asking you for nothing, then you need to find really good ways to approach that. So,
I
yeah,
see.
okay, absolutely. What exactly is it that you need? How can I really bring your vision to life? Right? Put the ball in their court. Anyway,
Gotcha.
going back to your read, Mark, your extensive experience in the European market is very much so showing. Um, you gave us some good reads, particularly when it comes to again, if we were considering the various differences between the markets.
Hmm.
I'm not as well versed in the European market, but I feel that the reads that you gave us were solid and probably would have sold pretty well. But I don't think that that would have fit in the American market as much because you sounded still very understated, but faster.
Hmm. Okay.
So how to change
It's
that?
often what I get asked to do. It's often what I get asked to do.
What, just the understated reads?
Yeah, a lot of people, because I mean, particularly, think Italian clients. They have this stereotype of they say il British. They don't use Britannico. They don't even translate. They say British.
British.
You know,
I
they
like it.
have a stereotype of what a British person's supposed to sound like, and I fit that
Okay,
stereotype very
but
well.
and here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. That if that's selling for you, that's selling for you. That's perfectly fine. You're servicing your clients.
Hmm.
You're earning your money. You're making your you're making you're establishing yourself in your market. Perfectly fine. All I'm saying is that that last read probably wouldn't sell as well here in America. That's the only thing. It's not a value judgment on
Hmm.
you. It's just an assessment of the read. So I I think you would probably sell pretty well there. I don't think that this would work all that well. That read would be quite as used here. I'm not saying it. I mean, there's probably some people who would really love it. I was hoping for a little bit more emotional engagement in it, but I understand that that's not your market, at least in terms of this.
Okay, well, I'll try to listen on. I need to cook, but I'll try to listen on
Do what you
because
got to
I
do,
do
man.
want that to be my. I do want that to be my market.
We can
I
work on that.
think
Just
that
to
may
let
be in
everybody
order.
know, I do a lot of one-on-one stuff, particularly for auditions. So if you ever want some one-on-one time, hit me up. Feel free to DM me. They're open every day. Anyway, moving right along.
Thank you.
Claire, you're up.
Okay. Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. Doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today.
Okay, so first things first, on a technical note, we need to get rid of that volume limiting that you got going on because it's cutting off the first parts
Okay.
of pretty much every sentence.
Hmm.
So if you
Okay.
go into options in the bottom left-hand corner, user settings, and then you go to voice and video, there's going to be a bar that you'll see that's part orange and part green. You're going to want to drag, or part yellow and part green, you're going to want to drag the slider closer to the yellow. We want to crunch that down because that's what's cutting you off.
Okay, and is this in Discord or
This
you
is in
mean
Discord.
on?
This is in Discord.
Okay. Why can I not get back into the video? Okay, there we go. And
I've got mine set at minus 75 dB. So if you go and you do that, first off, you want to turn off automatically determine input sensitivity if that is on. And the bar underneath, I have mine down to negative 79. You just want it on the lower end because right now it is cutting off every sentence that you're the first word of every sentence you're saying. So your read sounded like Great Bay Community College. We love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that.
okay. I'm sorry, where did you say it? I'm so technologically challenged.
It's okay. So under if you are you on mobile or are you on PC or computer?
On PC, yeah.
Okay. So in the bottom left-hand corner where it shows your
Left.
name, you'll see that it shows the a microphone, headphones, and then user settings.
Looks like a cog
Yeah.
or a cog.
Oh man. I just have a camera, a computer screen, and a microphone.
Camera, computer screen,
And a
and there's
smiley
nothing below
face.
that. It doesn't show your name. It
What?
doesn't show your name, anything
Oh
like
no,
that.
it's underneath. It's underneath. See, you said camera, computer screen. That's the video on screen share, and it's below that. Underneath, there's your name, and then to the right of your name, there's a microphone icon, a headphone icon, and then there's a cog. You need to click on that cog.
It's off to the left. It should be where you see all the channels for the server.
Oh boy.
Here, let me go ahead and share my screen
Oh,
with you. Right
okay.
Oh, you found it?
Users. There we go. Yep.
There you go.
And
So user settings.
yes.
Voice and
You're gonna go
video
down to
on the
voice and
left. On
video.
the left.
It's a video. Okay.
Then you should
And
see a little bar that's jumping around when you talk.
yes.
Input sensitivity. Okay. If
Mhm.
automatically determine input sensitivity is on, click it to turn it off. And then take that slider and slide it far to the left. I have mine down to negative 80 dB, but yeah, just slide it way off to the left so that it doesn't cut off what you're saying.
Mine's at
It-
minus 58.
Yeah, everybody's going to be a little bit different.
Okay. Is that any better? Is it cutting off still?
It is not cutting off.
I think you're good.
It's not cutting off. Okay. Yeah, I put it down to like 83. We'll see if that
Cool.
works.
Cool. We're good.
Yeah, you're sounding
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way.
Thank you.
If you guys remember the performance, what did you guys think?
Yeah, it was very reedy. I think it was very read heavy. It was very warm.
Yeah.
I mean, or it was very like kind, but definitely very reedy and less emotional, I think.
Hmm.
I think you want to get more comfortable with the
Mhm.
script. It was very disconnected because it sounded very much as oh dear, Longle. Is that how I say it? Longle?
Yeah, Longle. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I should probably go. Put
like
my
I
name
had some challenges. Perhaps you're not visualizing who you are and who you're talking to in this particular moment in time. So I want you to
Mhm.
try and visualize that more, and try and connect more. Try and imagine there's a person or an audience that you're talking to, and really try and engage with the reader as a result. Otherwise, it ends up sounding like you're reading.
Claire, are you nervous?
Mhm. Oh yeah, it's definitely partly that. It's everything they said, but the nerves too.
Well, the nerves are what's causing that
Mhm.
because it's difficult to think
Mhm.
past them. So, you said you wanted to get into audiobook narration, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there
yes,
any
yes, sorry.
kind of particular voiceover genre that doesn't sing to you, that kind of makes you feel a little maybe uncomfortable, or um just makes you nervous to think about even trying?
Oh, definitely commercial, anything nonfiction. I am very comfortable in the fiction character realm.
Okay. So, I want you to deliver this in your best David Attenborough impression.
Okay.
Just
I'm
as
not sure who that is.
you,
Why didn't you tell me to do
What?
that?
you don't know who Sir David Attenborough is? Oh,
I'm gonna
That
let
should
you
be
back.
another rule.
oh.
That should be another rule. BBC documentaries, the voice of BBC
What?
documentaries.
Okay, then I know his name. I watch a lot of.
Great Bay
I am
Community
terrible
College.
at actor names.
We love opening our doors to the people who are
He's
excited
actually,
about the
I
future.
think he's a researcher. Um,
He
he
was
does a
involved in
lot of
the.
animal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he became a presenter almost by accident.
Yeah.
But he's actually qualified in what he was talking about initially. But then he just became the voice of all BBC documentaries.
But on the
And
savannah,
he's
you'll
96.
come across a single creature that rules above all else: the baboon.
Is David Attenborough here right now? Oh my God!
But it's kind of like
Mark.
that sort of airy, whispery, little bit disconnected. He has that weird inflection
Very
that I just
thoughtful.
love. That has probably made him. It's probably the reason why he's the staple behind so many documentaries.
And we see
And
a
he's got
dominant
this-
male talking into his SM7 being.
What the
He has
Okay.
intimidated the whole audience, and they're all struggling with their performances.
Good. Because, Claire, what I'm doing, I want to ratchet the nerves up to 11 for you. You've never heard of this person
Mhm.
before? It's this airy British sound. Do that to the best of your ability, and if you feel nervous, good. That's the point.
Okay.
And it's supposed to just be as dry and flat and characterless as possible, except for this dry, airy, sort of British sound kind of deal. And read the script like that.
Okay.
Just go for it. Turn it up to 11.
You got it, Claire.
Thank you. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future.
More stereotypical.
We're
British.
doing.
Throw in
okay.
the accent. Turn the accent up to 11.
Throwing the accent.
Offend me.
We're doing.
Yes, offend
offend
Mark.
you. All right, I'll do it.
Oh, that's
We're
pretty
doing
good.
just that. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
Okay. All right. All right. It seemed like you were getting a little more comfortable with that at the end, so we're going to need to change that up. You're trying to defuse a bomb.
Okay.
Okay? That's your situation. You're trying to defuse a bomb. Read this to me like you're trying to defuse a bomb.
Am I like nervously
Do you want me to
defusing
put a
the
bleep-
bomb or
Make a
Do you want me to
choice.
put a
Go with it.
instructing
bleeper on for you?
someone? Let's
Just
see.
no, just
Do
make,
what?
just
Sorry?
go with it. Make a scene. The only prompt you're getting here is you're defusing a bomb. I don't care how you go with it. Just go with it. Choose something. Dive in.
Okay. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house.
Interrupting you. Turn up the panic now.
Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
All right.
Fantastic.
All right, Claire. Shake it
That's
all out
great.
now. Take a deep breath.
Okay.
How are you
Shaking.
feeling?
Much better.
You see,
The comfort level has gone up.
when you turn the nerves up to 11 and you face it, everything else becomes so much easier. Everything else. Look, you're doing fine. You're so this actually is an effect of the two rules that we have for this section of the mic check. And I know we have one person here who doesn't know them, so I'm going to go over them. Those two rules are the Dan rule and the Nephilim rule. They're named after former attendees to the mic check. The Dan rule states that you do not direct yourself when you are up to perform. Okay? When you are behind the booth to perform, you are a performer. But once you get out of the booth and you are doing your editing, then you can be a director. You do not do both. You can't say that you did a bad job right off the bat because that's all you're going to be thinking about. We want you focused on your performance. The Nephilim rule states that you should never apologize for your read. Not before, not during, not after. Make a choice, stick to it. That's what people want to hear. That being said, I think, Claire, that the reason you were feeling super nervous is because you were poisoning the well before you even drank from it. You were saying, this is not my thing. I don't do commercial work. I'm not comfortable with this. And that is immediately going to come out of your voice. That is immediately going to come out of your mouth and going to, it's going to soak through every little bit of your performance. Here's the thing. There is no such thing as a non-character read. You're a character, but this character is a different human being with a different life experience. Okay? That's the point. You're still doing a character, but the character is just someone, a person, living in the real world who's not you. So, we've turned up the nerves on you. We've ratcheted that up to 11. Now, I want you to think about the character you wanted to go into this as, and if you don't have one, take a little bit of time to make it. That's perfectly fine. That is completely fine. We don't need you to just jump right on in. We want you to give us the best performance you can. So if you need to take some time, take a little bit of time. Do it. That's your process, and that's okay. But what I want you to do is, when you do make this character, I want you to make this character be somebody who's very encouraging to who they're speaking to.
Mhm. All
So,
right.
I need to
whenever
go.
you're ready, take a deep breath, shake off the nerves, put on a smile, and encourage someone to change their life.
Okay.
I'm rooting for you,
Bye,
Claire, but I need to
Mark.
go.
Thank you. Bye, Mark. Okay. I'm going to think for a second. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today.
Okay, I'm not asking you to judge yourself for when I ask you this question. How did you feel? What was your emotional state?
Um,
Were you still a little nervous?
a little. I feel like I had it and then dropped it. My
Yeah.
emotional state was, yeah, I guess not nervous and then got nervous. I was trying to be hopeful and encouraging and yeah.
You started that way. You definitely
Yeah.
did. But the nerves did overtake you.
I was criticizing myself halfway
You
through.
were.
Yep.
You were. That was a violation of the Dan rule.
Yep.
See, the thing is this is why. So okay, um, I'm more of a proponent of trying to give somebody something positive to think, something that they should align towards, instead of just focusing on what they should not do. Because if I tell you not to do something, that's going to keep popping up. Oh, I shouldn't do this thing, right? And that thing is going to be the thing that is constantly going to come up, and it's all you're going to think about. So instead, I want you to really focus on your character. Who are you? Who is this person? What is their background? Give them a story. Give them a reason for being there. Like, it's okay to fully flush out. Heck, if you need to pull out a piece of paper and write down their name, their birth date, some of the major things that happened to them, their background, what got them super excited about the academic process and learning and growing, and what was it that they learned that changed their life. Like, it's okay to give yourself a massive background. You're a creative person. You're doing voiceover. Be creative. Like,
Yeah.
again, if you don't, if you're not, then you're not being a voice actor. You're just being a voice. And somebody can easily just go and put this into an AI voice generator and get the exact same thing. We don't want that. We want to avoid that. So give
I want to
yourself
feel
a
it.
story. Well, it's not just about feeling, it's about purpose. Give
Yeah.
yourself a reason to say what you're saying. Like, that's the goal.
Okay.
Do you need to take a little bit of time, or do you think you have it a little bit more clarified in your head?
I think I have a little more clarified.
Okay,
Maybe a few seconds.
no problem, no problem. But I will interrupt you if I feel you've lost it.
Mm-hmm. Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
Did you get in your own head a little bit again?
A little bit towards
Yeah,
the
that's what
end,
it
but I
sounded like.
felt better about it
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
So there's something that you're doing that I want you to avoid.
until I tripped and breathing.
Don't even worry about that. Look, there's a reason why there's editing,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's an entire career path for people to just be editors.
Oh, yeah.
So messing up, there's a whole slew of people whose job it is to make that go away. You're fine. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about mess ups. What you really should be focused on is, am I doing everything I can? Right? You want to
Mhm.
there's no such thing as perfection. There's only excellence. You have to do the best of your ability. So, that being said, one thing that I do want you to avoid is hitting your as hard as you did, because that sounds salesy. Start your success story
Mhm.
today, right? That's
Yeah.
salesy. Well, how do we make that not sound salesy? Well, what you're really trying to say is start your success story today,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like somebody's life is a story, but you want to give them the tools to make it grand and amazing and fantastic. So don't start your success story today, right? Because you
Mm-hmm.
know, for just 10 easy payments of whatever. Um, it's start your success story today. That's your goal.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make some
Right.
sense?
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
Richard, did you have anything you wanted to say?
I, yeah, I'm still learning this whole feedback thing. I'm
No
trying
problem.
to keep
No
it
problem.
constructive and positive.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I think you're doing really well, Claire. I think you're taking the points that we're giving you, or Michael's giving you, and I see you putting them into practice. Um, I think it's still. I think you might be getting in your head about how this should sound, and what you think what this should sound like. And I say, just don't forget all about that.
Mhm.
Completely forget about what it should sound like, and just say it how you want to say it. I think allow yourself to be more personally connected with
Hmm.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just
Good
and
points.
and and with the whole Nephilim, was it the Nephilim rule or
The
Dan
Nephilim.
rule? Don't judge yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, don't don't do it how you think it should be done. And if you notice that it's not working well, try to ignore that thought and just do it. Just keep on that path of doing it how you're doing it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
think I have an idea. I have an
all
idea.
right, you have an idea?
I'm gonna try a lead in. See if
Do it
that works.
from the top whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hey, Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from
Okay, take
choose
a breath.
from more than 30
All right, all right, all right.
choose from more than 30 academic programs. Stop
I'm
it.
going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there.
Yep.
The
That
lead in
was-
worked. It did. You started
was-
off very, very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Richard.
Oh no, I just wanted to gush that was great.
Yeah. Yeah, but that
Cool.
first hiccup is when it started going south
Mhm.
because you started getting into your own head again. You made a mistake. So that's all you thought about.
This
If-
oh, so I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No,
go
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just so excited because I just came out of my authentic VO class, and the thing that my coach had, our teacher instructor had told me was vaporwave of this subconscious mind, saying it how I think it should be said, and then my conscious mind trying to relate to it. And there's a point that I saw it in you that had happened where you tripped up
Mhm.
because your subconscious mind was like, "We're not doing this right. We've got to flip it over." And you went back into announcery, but then you fought it again and came back more authentic, and there was that wrestle happening within you. So I think you definitely found like the footwork for where you should be on this. It's just about reinforcing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
I wanted to stop you, particularly because I know that the mistake was really tripping you up, and I could see that it was really getting into you, and the rest of your read was going to suffer for that. But I really wanted to
Mhm.
highlight the fact that that lead-in helped you. It put you in a different
Yeah.
mindset
Hmm.
sooner.
Felt like I was talking to somebody
Yeah,
Yes,
it sounded
instead
like
of
it.
just telling somebody.
you've made
Yeah.
a breakthrough because that's what you should be doing with every single
Yeah.
script. Do a lead in, use your tools, use the space around you, use props if you have to.
Hmm.
Physically act out the situation.
Yes. Put yourself there.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, 100% put yourself there. And you started doing that. Now, I want you to think about that moment where you felt you were really in that feeling. Think about that moment of
Mhm.
what got you there, back it up, give yourself a slightly longer lead in if you want to. Hey, I'm really glad that you're here. You know, really speak to somebody in this from the top whenever you're ready.
Hey, I'm so glad you're here. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open-house. Start your success story today.
Oh, oh, such an improvement. What was your emotional state through that whole thing? What were you feeling?
I was feeling a lot more comfortable and thinking and focusing on who I am and what I'm doing rather than everything else around me and in my head.
That was leagues better than your first read.
Thank you.
Far and away better than your first read. Because when you get your mind there, which you did the work to get your mind there, it changes everything about your performance. Now, of course, there's minor things that could be tweaked, but I think what you just accomplished here was a massive leap forward for you. You faced some nerves, you learned something about yourself, at least I hope so, and you did some work to get over that. That's fantastic.
Thank you. And all of
No,
that led to feeling a character rather than getting out of that commercial head.
there is no
Yeah.
non-character read, period.
Right.
It doesn't exist. If somebody tries to
Mhm.
tell you that, yes, commercial work is not character work, run. Just get away from them because they're giving you bad information and they're only going to set you up for failure. Every script is a character script, and you just showed that. This is what you would consider a commercial salesy script, but you brought life to it.
Sweet.
Congratulations. Really, that's a great step.
Thank you. You you guys are always so helpful.
Again, if you go to a practice and you don't leave with something, you've wasted your time. I don't want you to waste your time here. This is my baby.
Yeah.
I've been working on this for 10 years. If somebody leaves and doesn't like it, yeah, I'm going to feel hurt about it. Cheapest. Anyway, you did fantastic. Relax. Let's move it right along to Richard, formerly Longle.
All right. Yeah, I figured everybody's using their names here. I should probably use mine.
It's up to you.
And
You don't have to.
well,
It just
hey,
makes it easier.
connections, right?
Yeah. All
Right.
right. Whenever you're ready.
We're real people.
Okay. Okay. Hey there. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
Okay. Claire, what did you think of that?
I really liked it.
Okay. What did you like about
I
it?
I liked the passion, if that's right. And felt like I was being directly talked to, like kind of in my face, but not a bad way.
Okay.
But also just on a technical level, a little too fast.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm working on my feedback too.
All
For
good.
Richard, so
When you said
That's fine.
when you said in your face, did it felt like it was a little bit too in your face? Or was it very like in their face? Excited frat boy vibes.
no,
I'm not gonna tell you about this community college.
Excited no, I don't know. I thought it was like in your face in a good way,
Okay. Trying to find the
not
opposite of
not
Marjorie.
overly, yeah. Uh, Yep, that's all I got right now. I'll keep thinking.
Well, hey.
Okay. So, here's the thing. You had this high emotional engagement going. Really, it felt really excited. And I think that might have been exacerbated by your speed. So that made it sound like, hey, at Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. You know, like that one dude who's just way too happy about being where
Yeah.
he is. You know, you can't tell if they're a sociopath or just faking it.
Yeah.
It was broaching onto that point. But I think the real thing that caused that was not the emotional engagement that you chose, because you did emphasize specific things that I felt were really appropriate
Yeah.
in throughout the script. But the thing is the speed caused it to sound less genuine. So you can be excited, but slow that down, particularly since this is a more professional client.
Gotcha.
So keep that emotional engagement, bring the pace down.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else? We'll take another stab at it.
Unless Claire has anything to say from the top whenever you're ready.
All right.
Go for it.
At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
Okay. You started off by slowing down, but you picked the pace back up
I
by
did,
the middle
eh?
paragraph.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I feel like I'm maybe compensating for a lack of something.
oh, are you?
I believe so. I'm not really keeping in mind who I'm talking to. I'm trying not not being as emotionally engaged. I feel like I'm faking the engagement. At least that's how I felt to me.
Okay, so that is a Dan rule violation. You've just told me things that I was going to tell you. You are not the director, and you were clearly paying attention to your own read more than you were paying attention to your performance.
Yeah.
So, Dan rule
Heard.
violation.
Heard.
Now, normally, I can't verify this because you're not on camera, but the penalty for a Dan rule violation or Nephilim rule violation is 5 push-ups, sit-ups, or squats.
Oh, I could do that.
Okay, well then go for it, and then come on
do it.
back. If I'm working one-on-one with you, though, that doubles to 10.
We get a double workout.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
You're
gonna
either
do
going
my
to get good at
workout today, so-
voiceover, or your body's going to look fantastic. One or the other. Either way, you're going to
It's
look
like that
good at
meme.
the end of this.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, so do you record and do you perform with headphones on, Richard?
I do.
Okay, can you hear yourself? Do you get feedback?
Yeah, a little monitoring. Yeah.
Okay. The only reason why you should be wearing headphones for your performance is to check levels, period.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be listening to yourself because it becomes very, very easy to start just paying attention to the sounds and tones of your voice versus staying in the right mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So for this next one, before you read, I want you to take the headphones off.
Yep.
Secondly, give yourself a lead in. Speak to someone, right? That's the whole point. You want to be emotionally engaged. So you yourself are jazzed about bringing somebody into this because why? What is your motivation? What is your driving point?
I think it.
You think?
It-
No, you think. What is your driving point?
This place helped me, and I'm sure it's going to help you a lot too.
Okay, good. Stick to that choice. If it doesn't work, you'll be directed away from it. But
All right.
stick to the choice. Okay?
Okay.
Slow it down. Be engaged with one person. What's the setting? Where are you talking to them? What's happening around you?
I think. We are.
Thanks for catching
I'm talking
that.
to a friend who I believe this place could help.
Okay, you have an audience, but I asked what was happening around you. What is your situation?
We're at a low stakes place just at a coffee shop, hanging out as friends do.
Perfect.
All right.
So you can start with that. Hey, I'm glad you came out here. It's been a while since we hang out. But I want you to check out what I'm doing at Great Bay Community College, right?
Mhm.
Like, play to the
Mhm.
scene. It's
Okay.
perfectly fine. Again, you can chop all that off, but let's hear you be there.
Okay.
Headphones
right.
off.
I'm gonna
Take
ch-
us to
I'm
the
gonna-
scene.
Make my decisions. Okay, I'm gonna take
Yes.
them off.
Headphones off. Go and whenever you're ready, from the top.
Hey, dude, thanks for coming down. Listen, I really want to tell you about this. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th, between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Come on and tour our Portsmouth campus. Meet faculty and staff. Get financial aid info and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today, man. All right.
Headphones back on.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, man. How did that feel?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. I was really trying to remove myself from from directing it, but
I'm not
I think it
asking you
felt
to
pretty
direct
good.
yourself. I'm asking you how you felt.
I felt a little bit more engaged in
Okay.
who I'm talking to.
You
And what I was
sounded
talking
more
about.
engaged with who you were talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You see, feeling leads to sound.
Yeah.
You're putting your mind in the right place communicates so much.
Yeah.
Again-
Taking off the headphones was really helpful too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It kind of puts you in a little bit of an uncomfortable situation too because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
You think,
was
I'm doing
focusing-
voiceover. I need to monitor. I need to
Mhm.
be able to hear myself when I speak. But you take that off and it's like, okay, here's something new.
Yeah.
But the other thing is it removes the sound of your voice from the equation. Because, spoiler alert, the sound of your voice isn't your selling point. It's just a feature of your
Mhm.
performance.
Yeah.
And too many guys and it happens mostly with guys. Too
Mhm.
many guys develop what I like to call the golden hammer. So what that means is gold, very valuable substance. It's also very, very soft and very, very heavy.
Mhm.
A hammer, very useful tool. You'll find it all over the place. You can use it for building and for breaking down. But if you make a hammer out of gold, you have this very heavy, soft, unwieldy thing that is terrible at doing both. So when you hear somebody focusing on the sound of their voice and doing things like turning the bass up really high and just modulating their voice to just sound like they sound amazing, then
Yeah.
you realize they lose a lot of that point. I'm not saying you did that.
Mm.
I'm not at
Mhm.
all saying you did that, but taking the headphones off removes you from being able to do that. It was still really quick, so it didn't
Wow.
sound like you were. Yeah, I know.
That's surprising. I felt like I was really trying to hold it back, but
Well, you were still pretty quick.
mhm.
And that's the thing. Slowing down your pace is going to feel very uncomfortable, but it's going to sound right.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say, for this next read, bring the stakes down even more.
Okay.
Like again, you know that so your friend is in a decent position in life, right? They're doing okay. They could probably do a little bit more, and you know that going to college could really help them out. You love your friend, you know that they're smart, you know that they're capable, and you want to encourage them to really tap into that and turn their life around. But hey, you know that if left alone, they can handle it. They're good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that should be how you approach your friend with this one. Now, Claire, do you have anything you'd like to say?
No, I feel like it's covered.
Okay. Then, whenever you're ready,
All
from
right.
the top.
Okay. Cans are coming off. Mm. Hey man, thanks for coming down. Listen, I want to really tell you about this place. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th, between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Come and tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. What are you waiting for, man? Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today. All right, I'm back.
Okay. What did you guys think?
The pacing made so much of a difference there. That it gives you that like split second to deliver that next line. I don't
Okay.
and keep on, I don't know, just like keep that feeling going, I think. Um and yeah, I thought that worked. The only thing was like the very last line was sped
Mhm.
up. But the rest of it thought sounded great.
Thank you.
Again, I'm going to ask you the question that I asked before. I'm not asking you to direct yourself.
Yeah.
All I'm asking is what you felt. How did you feel throughout that?
I felt a lot more comfortable, a lot more low stakes.
Hmm.
Towards
Mhm.
the end, I did feel salesy in my head, and
Okay.
tried to get out of it, but then I started to kind of judge myself a little bit towards the end.
Okay. It definitely sounded like it, and it's probably because of the whole register now at greatbay.edu
Yeah.
slash open house, right?
Yeah.
Register now. No. Here's the thing. You want that to be really low stakes? It's a suggestion. Shrug your shoulders.
Yeah.
Whatever, Hey, honestly, I think this is going to help you. So if you think this is going to help you, then register now at greatbay.edu slash open house. But if not,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah. I know. I totally see what you're saying. Yeah. It's like, hey, if you really want to know where to go, you can go to greatbay.edu/openhouse and check it out.
Yes. That feeling, just deliver the last two lines with that. Go for it.
Yeah. Hey, register now at. Sorry, I'm touching myself. Okay.
Then headphones
man.
off. Headphones off.
Ah, there we
Stop.
go.
Deep breath. Go for it.
Yeah. If you want to know where to go, register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today. the start your success story today feels a little bit out of place for me, but I don't know how that sounded.
You see, again, what it sounds like to you doesn't matter. What it sounds like
Yeah.
to your client is what it does.
All right.
And us being your client in this particular workout, I enjoyed that. I would have used that last read.
Mhm.
Right on. Cool. Yeah, yeah. Keeping it low stakes is really, and the pacing I think really helped me
It did.
remember yeah, it helped me remember who I was talking to. And I think that's the thing I struggle a lot with is I start to go fast, my mind's racing, I'm trying to stay in the pocket, and then it
You're
just kind
you're
of
not the only one. You
yeah,
are not the only one. It is
Mhm.
yeah.
so common with people within I would say within the first 2 years of their VO journey. That is the biggest thing that they always have to worry about is their
Mhm.
pacing. How fast am I going? Why am I saying what I'm saying? They oftentimes lose place. But here's the thing. I'm here to encourage you as early as possible that when doing any audition whatsoever for any script, give yourself a character with a background, with a story, with a
Mhm.
point of view that they're coming at. Why is what I'm saying important to me? That's the question ultimately you really should be answering because
Mhm.
once you have that, then your read is going to sound so much more natural.
Yeah.
And look, it can be something as dry as medical narration. You can give me any medical narration, I will give you a character that will work with it. I'm serious. We have one. We have one in our script library for a process called balloon kyphoplasty, which the whole thing about it is straightening your spine using balloon stents, essentially.
Okay.
And for me, when I imagine that, I think, okay, I am a researcher who grew up with a grandmother who had scoliosis, and I saw how much pain she was in when she was growing up. And I saw how much just having her spine out of alignment really affected her. And I loved my grandma, and I really wanted her to be comfortable. So growing up, I decided I wanted to make it my mission to stop anybody else from having to see their loved one that uncomfortable. That's why I'm excited to talk about balloon kyphoplasty because it's an actual solution to that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I see it. Yep.
Every
Mhm.
script is a character script.
Yeah.
You just need to put in the work to do so. What you did here was fantastic. You gave yourself a character, but more importantly, and what I think worked better for you, is you gave yourself a situation and you gave yourself a setting.
Mm-hmm.
That is completely valid in commercial work. That is completely valid in commercial work. Why? Because it doesn't matter how big and how much you want to put into the background. You just need to put your mind in the right place. And if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier this week, I was working with somebody who, in order to get their mind into the state of talking with a friend of theirs, they literally started narrating because they DM. They're a DM for
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, and they started narrating their last adventure, the end of a fight. And that's how they began it. They began by narrating their D&D adventure. And then, oh, yeah, hey, actually, while you're still here, there's something I'm excited to tell you about. And instantly dropped into the script. Bam, perfect.
Oh, sick.
So I hopefully, by you coming here, I'm giving you a free ticket to do any freaking thing you want to put yourself in the mindset for any script that you have.
Yeah. All right. I believe it.
And
Yeah.
as you can see, it just works.
Yeah.
So
That felt a lot better.
yeah, you sounded a lot better. It was so much easier to listen to and follow along. It wasn't this rushed, hey, at Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors. No, it was low stakes. Again, my wife said you really sat back comfortably into the cushioned chair in the coffee house. Like
Yeah.
you
Right
got
on.
there. So
Awesome.
yeah, congrats. You
Right
did it.
on. Hey, thanks so much. This was fantastic. This is my first workout, and I feel so great.
Good, I'm glad. Well, now you guys have to put me on blast.
All right.
All right. I'm going to follow my own advice here. Hey, at Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today. Oh, cardinal sin, I hit the microphone. I'm sorry.
All right. Oh boy. Safe read.
Okay.
I
Alright.
think I would agree. I think that I would agree. That was yeah. It's gonna be hard to give feedback on because that was a really good read, but definitely yeah, a safe pocket.
Mhm.
Um, oh man, Claire, do you have anything I feel like I could bounce off of or any
I'm tripping too. I'm like,
Be Johnny
I
Cash.
wanted more. Yeah,
More.
it's
Okay.
Be
more?
Johnny Cash.
I've got
Yeah,
something.
more,
yeah,
and
please.
that is vague. Yeah.
Okay, so what it sounded like to me was it sounded a little down. I didn't hear like it doesn't have to be completely upbeat, but I'd like to hear just a little bit of a smile there as you're welcoming them and telling them about our campus. That's the one thing that jumped out to me.
Okay. So be more welcoming
Yeah,
about
along that with
campus.
Mhm.
right, the
Okay.
positive, inviting, welcoming, and
Yeah, we may have already heard the more couched coffee, sales pitch to a friend or explanation to a friend. I'd like to hear something a little bit more, yeah, passionate.
Okay. Oh, hey, I am so glad you're here. Come on in. Come take a seat. Hey, at Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
The one thing that's jumping to mind is you're chopping up half the sentence and you're going up on the first half of the sentence, and it's a bit. You're getting into a rhythm of doing that because
Okay.
I've heard it on like three sentences. So kind of be
Okay.
mindful of that.
definitely felt more
Okay.
care that like you cared about what you were saying and you cared about telling whoever.
Okay. Okay. So that was an improvement. Cool. But I need to.
Mhm.
Okay. Falling into a pattern a little bit, seems.
I have two ideas my mind went to when I was listening to you.
Okay.
Was one character I felt was like just that administrator who was kind of letting people know about it. And then there was some things you did where I wanted you to be like the dean, or like this was your school, like you owned this entire faculty. um and that's how, like, that was where the passion was going in my head, or at least I wanted it to go there anyways.
Okay.
So I'd say take that as you would. I'm not trying to give direction here, but
Why not?
that's just something I would have loved to hear. We can play around if we want to play around with it.
But why were you not trying to give direction?
Well, I don't want to detract too much from what Claire and BBJ said.
If
No,
they disagree,
add it
they can
in.
let you know that they
Okay.
disagree.
All
They're
right.
human beings too. They can
Uh,
communicate.
Then I would love to hear this as if this is your community college. You own this. Higher stakes. You love this
Higher
place.
stakes on it. Okay, then let's try that.
All right.
Oh, yes. Welcome. Hi. Glad to have you here. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 and 7 p.m. for an open house. Tour our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today. I'm ready for the feedback.
All right, I like where you're going
Yep.
with this. It sounds good to me.
Okay, okay. So I needed to head into the more professional realm then.
Mhm. I
Mhm,
felt
I
like
think it
it
was.
broke you
Yeah.
out of that pattern. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Claire.
I felt like it broke the pattern, and I felt like the inflections were at appropriate points. Um, I just wanted to hear the register now
Okay.
um, portion again.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, I can retake that. Richard?
Yeah. I I I really felt the passion towards the end. I think it still did kind of fall into that rhythm a little bit more towards the middle, but you still held on to it really well. But yeah, I'd like to hear that end part too.
Okay. Wait, Jay, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
That's it for me.
Okay. All right. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Hey, register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today.
Ah,
Nobody
I
know?
loved it. I loved it. The
Good
start your
stuff.
success story today I felt was a little bit canned, but
Okay.
everything else was really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Um,
went in that today, but yeah, the rest of it a lot
okay,
better.
okay. So then let me see if I can transform that. So it sounded canned because of more emphasis on today. Is that
I
what I'm
think
understanding?
so. Yeah,
Okay.
it went a little bit towards
That's
this
where I was.
slowly.
Okay. This is very 588-2300 Empire today. Okay. All right. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/openhouse. Start your success story today.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
I think that was it. That was really good.
Okay.
We definitely got there.
Yeah.
Buttoned up so nicely. Well, thank you very much from Twitch. All right. Jay, did you want to just observe for today, or do you want to try to give this one a go?
Oh, be quick about it. Oh, see what happens.
Okay. Well, give us a
All
cold
right.
read, and then we'll go over what we talked about, and then we'll get into the directed reads.
At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 and 7 p.m. for an open house. To our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
Okay. So the main goal of today was to really be clear about who you are in a script and what's going on around you and why you're saying what you're saying. All stuff that we really should be focused on, but since this is commercial work, obviously it's not as obvious as it would be in character work. So, that being said, we talked about this particular character first off fitting with a lot of what it says in the speaker here, someone who is uh, who could be believed as being experienced enough to understand success and what it takes to attain it, positive and inviting tone. So positive, inviting, uplifting, connected to whoever they're talking to. I think all of us have really taken a stance of speaking to only one person during this. Um, Again, ultimately, though, we want to hear your encouragement of whoever you're speaking to make themselves a success by going to college, learning, and taking on the challenge.
All
Okay?
right.
I hear a very alumni take, is what I'm saying. All right, well. But do you have any? Oh yeah, and the technique that we were going for is voice under, but again, it's mostly just to pay attention to rather than something we're usually really strict on. Did you have any questions or anything about any part of the script or about the breakdown?
Are we going for subdued, or are we looking for a character here?
Well, we're going for a character. Again, every script is a character script. It's just we're going for a more realistic character, somebody who's an actual person, rather than, a fantasy character of some kind.
Okay.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready, from the top.
At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. To our Portsmouth campus, meet faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. You can choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
Okay, Claire, Richard, do you guys have any thoughts?
You have so much character. It's I was wrestling with in like a fully, like, if I was the client, I'd be like, this is not what I'm going for. But at the same time, I'm like, I want this because it was so, like, so interesting. I was still engaged. Um, if that's what you're going for, I loved it. I think you lost it a little bit towards the end of that second paragraph. It got a little drony towards the choose, for more than 30 academic programs, blah blah blah. Um, but yeah, if you're going for a really textured and interesting take, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had similar feelings. Like it came on really hot and then kind of dwindled as it went on.
Yeah, I would agree. I would even say it came off really hot. It came back and then socked me
Mm,
again. And then after a while, I was like, okay, it's we're kind of in this push and pull a little bit. And not
Would
yes,
you
to
like it
that
hot
push
all
and
the way
a
through?
fluctuation.
we
Some
can
like it
always
red
try.
hot. Well, Jay, I'm actually interested in picking your brain a little bit here. So, who are you? Who are you speaking to?
Oh, president of the Alumni Association. So I'm going to be a little bit more upbeat uh, when talking about my school that I've graduated from. And,
Yeah.
uh, I am going to talk it up as much as I possibly can, which means I'm going to be a bit more effusive than your standard student liaison type person.
Okay. And once again, who are you talking to?
I am talking to someone just on
Okay.
the
Okay.
corner of the
So this is
campus.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're outside.
Um, let's change that audience a little bit because you have that effusive feel, but you don't have that emotional connection to a person because you sound like you're trying to sell the campus to someone. Instead,
Okay.
this person who you're meeting up with is part of an organization you run. So you run this organization, they joined it because they do want to find success in their own life. And they're smart. They've shown you that they're smart. they have a lot of potential, and you feel that going to the college that now you're running because you were an alumni, you found yourself some success, and now you're running it, you're inviting them to come here and take a look at it. So they need to be good at something, which means that when you tell them to tour the campus, where specifically do you want them to see? Meet faculty and staff because I want you to meet this person. I think you two would absolutely hit it off, and they will really help you develop your skills. Get financial aid info. I know things are kind of tough for you right now. You're looking for success, but we can help you do that. And explore transfer opportunities. So maybe you already have some college credits that you're working for. I don't know what your schooling is, but we can probably make that work. Right? So you're taking on a more mentor role with this person. I want to hear what that read is from you.
Okay. See, now look at this one right here. At Great Bay Community College, we love opening our doors to the people who are excited about the future. We're doing just that on April 10th between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for an open house. To our Portsmouth campus, especially the mechanical engineering wing. That's you. Meet the faculty and staff, get financial aid info, and explore transfer opportunities. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Register now at greatbay.edu/open house. Start your success story today.
Yeah, and here's the thing with the two different audiences, those would have been fantastic A and B takes. I don't think you did a bad job with your last one. That's why I felt like we could just go ahead and do something completely different with this one. But I think both of those are absolutely fantastic A and B takes. It sounded like you really saw the situation. And I love the little ad libs too. It's
Mhm.
always spot on from you, Jay. I don't know how you do it.
Cool.
Okay. uh, Interesting note. Okay. That first start, I felt a little preyed upon, like this dude is about to sell me a Rolex. Well, Claire, Richard, what did you guys think?
Ah,
Felt
I
it a
think
lot more. Yeah. Go ahead, Richard.
no, Claire, absolutely, all yours. You know what you're talking
Do I?
about. More than I do right now. Go ahead.
Oh, oh, I felt more feeling in it. It was more believable that you were talking to someone and wanting to share this with them. Um, yep, that's all I got for now.
You know, we
Okay.
do have a watchmaker wing over at the college. It's great.
Yes.
Ah.
All right, Richard, I'm going to put you on the spot. I want you to analyze what you thought. It doesn't matter. You don't have to give some like specific like direction. Just things that you noticed. What did you think about that read while you were listening to it?
I think the my biggest criticism is still that last sentence of that second paragraph. It still felt drony to me. It still felt like you kind of had a bit of a trouble getting through it, or I felt
Can
like
you define drony?
maybe not drony. It felt like it was a bit of a slog. It felt like you're either rushing through it or you're just saying the words to kind of get through them and not feeling what you're saying. Um, does that make sense? Is that yeah?
Hmm.
I don't like how
Like
this
more
sentence is written.
excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I maybe
I
I
mean,
can
do you want
tell
me
that.
to get excited about economically relevant industries? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I do.
Oh
I
Well,
yeah.
so
that
much
that
do.
depends. Do
Love
you
it.
want who you're talking to be economically successful?
Yeah, they can get out of
Okay.
my house.
So choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers. Hopefully, they want an exciting career in economically relevant industries. Stuff that's not gonna, the stuff that's gonna be like recession proof. so that they don't have
Would
to
you
move
like more emphasis on the industries or the economically relevant?
economically
Or
relevant.
okay,
Hmm.
So exciting careers. Well, exciting careers,
Hmm.
because I think exciting careers sounds way too salesy, but exciting careers sounds like a whole package.
would you like an
And
ABC of that sentence?
yeah, yeah.
Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries. Choose from more than 30 academic programs, all of which will prepare you for exciting careers in economically relevant industries.
B and C, I think, were your best takes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I would agree. I liked the energy in C take that you said, all of which will prepare. It was such conviction,
I'm sorry,
and then
the what? You liked the what?
uh, the I liked the passion you had in that
Oh, okay, okay. I thought I heard something else, but okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
conviction and passion. I think is what I heard, and I liked it.
The E word is now the C word around here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm noticing something about your reads, Jay. Um, you seem to work best in a situation where you're a character bouncing off of another well-defined character. So I think something that could really assist future reads is making sure that, I mean, you usually you tend to very quickly gather up a really good idea of what it is you want to do with yourself in a scene, and I think making sure to really define who's listening to you and their character traits, who you're talking to and bouncing off of, would really help add a nice little edge to what you've already got going.
Yeah,
Because now that you've
I'd
given
agree.
Yeah, because now that you've given this other person a little bit more life and a little bit more character, that was a notably different read all throughout. Sure, there was that little bit there with that line that I agree it's not very well written, but you know what
Mhm.
can we do? It's the script. Um, but
Look at me, I'm economically relevant.
but I think giving yourself a well-defined character with their own personality traits and how they react to you that you can work off of in a scene is is something to put in a little bit of just a little bit more focus onto before you start up a script. Because again, I've noticed from the moment you joined, you have a strong instinct towards your character. And that's really good. It has made a lot of your commercial reads sound very good, and I know that it's landed you work. I know that for a fact.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, maybe yeah. Again, I'm just repeating what I'm saying before, but that's because
cool.
I like to make sure that I mean what I say, and I think I do. So
Understood. Thank you.
no, thank you. And I think that's it. I'm pretty happy with what I heard out of Jay. Unless you guys want to hear something more from him.
No, I think I'm happy with it as well.
All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and end the broadcast. And if you guys want to hang and
Yeah.
chat for a little while longer, we can absolutely do that. To those of you who have watched us over on Twitch, or to those of you who are on YouTube or wherever it is that you end up being, all the links are below. Jump in with us. It's going to be the best